guys, we're back in here. Got all these little things floating. But we got a couple things going on today. My buddy just dropped off his Hummer. We're about to do a little bit of body work to that thing. I'll show you what's going on. First, we gotta get out to the shop, get these cars moved around, get the Caprice outside, get the Hummer in, and then check out what we got to do. There's one thing these youngsters don't know. It has been and always will be about buckets. We got the H3 in the shop now. About to assess the damage and figure out exactly a game plan of what we're going to do here. So hopefully it won't be nothing too crazy. I'm about to go over and show you guys what we're going to do here and get it going. So this is the area we're going to be addressing here. Yeah, should be fun. So this, we're not going to do nothing with this right now because we got a new tail light ordered. So that'll stay on there for now. We'll probably try to get it back where it needs to be, but this is going to be the meat and potatoes of this problem here. Then we're also doing a trans filter on this thing, new gasket, new fluid. And I think maybe tinting the front windows. I don't know for sure, but maybe tint the front windows. The thing I was worried about with this little body panel was that all the clips or all the clip holders were going to be all snapped off, and it looks like we got lucky with that. They're all here except for one, and I got a replacement, so it's not a big deal, but we got lucky with that. So I think the first order of business, I'm going to get in here and clean all this stuff off here and see what we're really working with, and then we'll go from there. To clean this, I'm going to be using Mini USA original mini care products, bug, tar, and tree sap remover. So we're going to douse this all over in this direction, let it marinate for a minute, come back, and hopefully most of that stuff will wipe off. Okay, well, here's the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation. No, I'm just kidding. But the situation for real is these lug nuts not trying to come off. So the problem is they're factory lug nuts on this non-factory wheel, and the space to get a socket behind it is pretty much nil. And then whoever put them on put about 75 Ugga Duggas behind it, and they're not coming off. I use breaker bar, big impact, everything. So I'm gonna have to throw the kitchen sink at it and go and get this torch and warm them up a little bit, try to expand them, see if they come off then. Hopefully they will. Break time. No luck so far on the lug nuts. I had to stop and eat this quesadilla real quick though. So we're about to run down here to O'Reilly, pick up fluid, filter, gasket, all for the transmission, and then I need to get a 21 deep weld socket to get the lug nuts off in the back, because the non-factory rims and the factory lug nuts are creating a problem with that. So if I can get a socket that's thin enough on the walls to fit in between the thing, get all the wheels off, then we're gonna go buy a lug nut kit for this thing and put I guess would be non-factory lug nuts on, the skinnier ones that have the key that comes with it, so we can actually get them on and off a little easier. Because right now, how it's set up, if my buddy gets a flat, he is pretty much done, because I'm in the garage with every tool you could think of for the most part, and I can't get these off. So hopefully we can do something about that for him.
Bob and Tom in the morning. The stuff he knows. And that can make life downright miserable. I'm Dr. Mother Can't Do It with that, where we are committed to eliminating your.
That the hottest nigga out there
Was, is, and will be me.
just
Like that.
Now I do the math. I see if you got this. And this and this. Some cat, that nigga.
So we finally made it back to the shop. I got sent on a grocery run and a couple other little chores. But we're back in the shop now. I got pretty much half the Hummer taken apart in the back here, what I needed to do at least. You can see. So I got this body panel off, got the lower part off, got the tail light off. Like I said, pretty much everything I was trying to get off on that side is good. And now I'm over here. The two panels had the bolts, they were so rusted they were not coming out, and so I had to hit the death wheel. So that's what I'm in the process of doing now. Into this thing that we need. I'm gonna scuff it up a little bit more than it already is, and then we'll paint it, get it to match the other side again. And now we're working on this, which shouldn't be too crazy. It's scuffed in a little bit, but we'll get that taken care of. Work on this area. So I'm going to heat this up and start. We got this panel drying. It's painted up now, so that's chilling. Letting this putty dry here so you can come back, sand that down, paint this little section I got masked off. So up here. We got this all tore down. Just put 5 new spark plugs in here. That's right, 5. And I feel like an idiot because I was arguing with my buddy whose truck this was, telling him they only put 5 3s in here. And little did I know there is a 5-cylinder engine. And I feel like a damn idiot, but 5-cylinder engine. Never heard of it. New to me, but just put new spark plugs in here. About to put this thing back together. I got to put the coil packs back in, airbox back on, all that. And then wait for this putty to dry. Meanwhile, we'll probably get up underneath this thing and see exactly what it's going to take to get this transmission pan off. Hopefully it won't be too ridiculous. I'm praying I don't have to take a bunch of stuff off, but we'll see. Got this thing back together. About to go in here and call it a night. I want to watch the Lakers game. It comes on at 10, so about to wrap this up for tonight. Pretty good stopping point. And we'll get back on this guy right in this direction tomorrow. Guys, it's Tuesday. We're back in the shop. We got most of the body work done here on the back. I went and ran and grabbed more parts today for this thing. And hopefully we'll be wrapping this up here the next couple days, but I'm going to be showing you here the body stuff. I needed to get paint for that back little panel that got pushed in, but I couldn't find anything that matched, so tomorrow I'm going to go out and try to find something better. But I'm going to show you the parts we got, and then I'm going to show you the work I did so far. So here's the back panel. Here's the little push panel. Well, I guess I don't know, it's push panel, a little corner panel. It was all disformed and messed up. This thing is one I want to get paint for, but I can't find anything that matched yet. But this little back section was all dented in. We got that taken care of. Come over here. This we got oil. So we got a full synthetic 5W30 Valvoline. Then we're running an STP 3675 XL, the big filter. We got our filter kit, fluid, and then this is the big one. So these are little thin lug nuts. They come with a special lock. So I'm about to swap all these over, and then a couple other things I'm forgetting. I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah. So these are the old spark plugs. Not too bad. All of them had pretty even wear pattern on them. So we got them out. And then one thing I did notice is underneath, to get the transmission pan off, I'm going to have to remove the drive shaft for 4-wheel drive, but that's not the biggest deal. Kind of a pain in the butt, but it's all right. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this tire back on here. I'm going to leave this stuff off for now because I need to do a couple more things before it's all finished. So I'm going to put this tire back on with a couple lug nuts, drop it back down, then I'm going to go around the whole vehicle and swap all these lug nuts out. On further inspection, you can see, so we got all our new lug nuts on. Well, except for this wheel, I had to get another pack of lug nuts to finish out because these are 6 lugs. But that was not fun, let me tell you. The old lugs, let's see if I can grab one. These are the stock factory lugs, and they don't fit on these rims. So getting them out all the way around the car was not fun. Not to mention the fact if you could fit a socket on it, then they were stuck or froze on the post for the, you know what I'm talking about. Can't think right now. But basically we had to get the torch out and heat them up and then put the breaker bar on them to get them off all the way around the car. So that wasn't fun. We got that done now. You can see there's 1, 2, I don't want to walk, but 3. So all done. Big money. So we're going to axle stud was the word I was looking for earlier, by the way. So got that all done, but to get the jack up here and then take the skid plate off up front, let this stuff marinate a little bit more. It's got to dry before I put it back together. And I want to grab a couple more things tomorrow. I need a couple body clips and things like that, but get this jack up here, get this thing up, get the skid plate out, and then we'll get in here and get our oil and our STP 3675 XL. Got our skid plate off here under the bottom to get access to the oil pan, drain bolt, and filter. So we got that all ready to go for tomorrow. I have to get under here, get this drive shaft off, the 4x4 drive shaft, move that out the way so I can get access to the transmission bolt pans. And then all this stuff should be pretty much good to go. Tomorrow I have this, I'm going to try to get some paint for that panel and then get this thing back together in the back, and we should be good to go. I had to get one more pack of lug nuts for the back. And that's about it. So I don't know, hopefully we can wrap this thing up tomorrow. We'll see. I gotta work, but not too much left to do. Get this thing wrapped up and get it back to my buddy. Hopefully he'll be happy with it. And yeah, one thing, the 5-cylinder engine is still messing me up. What's up, guys? It's Wednesday. Just got off work here, about to go grab the parts to this car. I gotta run to Lowe's because the back of my washing machine decided it's gonna start leaking, so I had to go grab stuff to fix that too. And then we're back on this Hummer, so stay tuned. Shop now, got all our stuff. So picked up some window tint, picked up the lug nuts we needed. We got some paint for that body panel. We got spray bottles, paper towels, and stuff to do the tint with. So that's all good. So I'm gonna get back on track where I was at last night because I'm all over the place right now. So finished taking the skid plate. I got one of them. I'm gonna take the other one off to get the oil filter, put the new oil in, and then I'm gonna get the drive shaft out and get that transmission fluid changed and get the new filter in, and then we're back to doing the body work and getting that all patched up. I think right now though I'm gonna go out here and shoot this panel with the paint and see how it comes out. We're using Rust-Oleum Custom Premium Lacquer Paint, black stainless steel, 50% more durable. They're not paying me, so if this shit don't work, y'all hear about it too. We got this ginormous, what are we, 20-quart catch tub. So hopefully that'll stop the mess, because I'm really not trying to get a bunch of transmission fluid all over my floor. I got 2 bags of floor dry if so, but hopefully this will avoid the problems. Update, my impact just caught on fire while I was using it and about caught the whole garage on fire. So caught clean on fire. Jeez. Well, aside from my impact catching on fire, our drain pan, you see how well that worked out. Transmission fluid everywhere. So it worked about as well as normal, because it always goes everywhere. It's alright though, we got some floor dry, so we get this out of here and make sure the filter is the same as the one I got. If not, we're going to be running back to the auto store, but hopefully it's the same. Throw some floor dry down, get that soaked up, and back to it. Right after making a giant ass mess, exactly what I didn't want to do, we got this out. Filter. A lot of material on our drain plug magnet, but that's alright. Other than that, looks pretty good. So we're going to go grab some brake clean, and I got to grab a oil filter wrench, a couple other things, and try to get there before stupid ass AutoZone closes. Get this back on, top it back off with the transmission fluid. That'll be done. Everything else looks good. I was kind of worried because they have 2 different filters. They have a deep pan and they have a regular pan. I didn't know with this particular thing what it was going to be, and this didn't look like a deep pan to me, but the filter is the same, so I lucked out there. So I'm gonna go grab this stuff real quick before we run out of time. Right back to the parts store. Catch these fools before they close. Cutting it close though, only got a couple minutes, but should be able to make it.
It's fun to celebrate.
We're back in here in the garage. I'm about to call it a night. We got the transmission pan off. We got that thing drained. We got the filter changed. We got it back up on the thing. It's all pretty much set to go. The only thing I gotta do is refill it with fluid tomorrow, and I got like 3 bolts left I gotta shoot, but fill it up with fluid, put them bolts back in, and then we'll come back in. This stuff's all done now, and this area, so right in this area. So we'll get that all bolted back up, and it ain't nothing but some body clips, so we'll get them back in together. And then hopefully this H3 will be out the door. Back out in the shop. So we got the transmission pan and filter and everything done. That's buttoned up. Drive shafts back in. All finished. We got to put these skid plates back on. We got our oil filter off finally with the oil filter wrench we got last night. Transmission fluid's top back off. Everything's good with that. So I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, dun 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 dun. Alright, so as you can see, our pan clean, looking good. You also see all the floor dry. Yeah, this guy, not the biggest help. I don't know if you can hear, we got the Caprice idling outside. So I'm gonna get these skid plates back on, button that up front, and then we're gonna be back out here, getting these body panels on, and hopefully getting this thing buttoned up and finished today. We'll see. I also need to tint the windows. We're gonna tint this and the driver's side window. We got 5% for that. So see how it goes. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on, that was in French or some shit. Economy tint. Boom. That's gonna be going on there. Both sides. Alright, we got our inner fender well back in here. Yeah, this plastic joint. So that's back in. Everything's buttoned back up underneath the truck. Oil, transmission fluid, all that's done. So we're about to come back over here, and where it hit the pole, it broke the little plastic mounting thing. So we're about to make up some here with these. So I got this lined up where it needs to be. We're about to probably drill them out first, I'm thinking, and then we'll shoot these screws through, get that set, and then get this thing back up on the body over yonder. This all back together now. Everything's good with that. So about to get up here and tint these windows. I'm not probably going to film this because it's not really interesting, but I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, so we finally got this thing done. Everything's put back together. Lug nuts back on. Oil change, oil filter, transmission filter. All new lug nuts all the way around. The body work. And I tinted the windows too, so I don't know if you can see. So just got done doing that. So everything's looking pretty good. Hopefully my buddy will be happy with the situation. But this thing's ready to go out the door now.